Hello, folks, and welcome back to Demon's Souls. Game with the worst cadence imaginable. But, my god. I'm so glad to be able to finally play this. I'm so fucking glad. Like, I've wanted to play this game for years. I know I've said this repeatedly, but I've wanted to play this game for years, and... Excuse me, I wrote it off for a long time. Didn't think I'll be able to play it, and... Finally, at long last, I can. I can fucking play it. Oh, I feel warm and fuzzy. So, where were we? We're making good progress on this place over here. I had to double back because I didn't want to lose nearly 20,000 souls. That got me too many levels. We're gonna fight our way back through here, but these enemies are at least profitable. And that's going well. Let's hope we start as we hope to continue. You getting back up? Yes, they do respawn. You good, man? Ugh. Damn it. God damn. We're not continuing as we started. They're dropping more stuff. I remember killing like 5 of them 4 in a row and they would drop nothing. Now we're going 2 for 2. Oh, big boy, down here. Finally, wanted your drunk ass down here. Finally. First 2 fights of the day don't count. Takes me a moment to get into my swing of it. So, roll up the ledge. I'm fucking dead. I'm just... That was all me just spiting them. That was just me spiting them. Not just a hyena. They never seem to drop soul remains. I'm gonna have so much grinding to do in the Heya. I have a bone to pick with you. But, I'm gonna have so much grinding to do in the Dark Souls games. Like, Think of the Covenants, so much work to do there. At least there'll be, like, the invasions and shit. Doing a bit of PvP, maybe a bit fun. There's also PvE, measures I can take to, like, soften the load somewhat. Ooh, I think we got a shuttle. A unique curved sword designed specifically designed to counter shields. Be awkward to use, but a wielder can control it can greatly reduce the effectiveness of the enemy's guard. It is an ominous silhouette and is said to be favored by a certain group of assassins. Ooh, a phone's here next to me. Someone did a really cool thing. They called it a quick sketch, but my god. Someone, person I saw retweeting it said it should be in a museum, and honestly it should be. I suppose maybe he looks too old to, you remember Beauty and the Beast, Beast in his human form. They did 2 sketches of him in his human form. He might look a little too old to be the prince. But my god, dude, is their art style great, and he looks great with the beard. Alan, their Twitter handle is at QPI underscore TINK. QPI underscore TINK. An incredible thing that they got referred to as this quick sketch of Beast from Beauty, in his human form, from Beauty and Beast. It looked incredible. Part of me's thinking maybe he looks a bit too old to be the prince, because just like looking at the prince, he looked a bit younger than their drawing of him, but it is still fantastic art. It's incredible. I choose to take it as him, I don't know. Like, if you are going at him being too, their drawing of him being a bit too old, it's like, I know, this is him in his middle age, if like 10 years afterwards or something, It's... it basically just, it's an incredible bit of art, It's seriously well done. Alright. Ooh! I had the wrong button pressed. I forgot how to block. I was just two-handing it. And when he held it in front, I was like, that's a little off, but what do I know? More than the me that had him hold it wrong. God damn. They move so very quick. I was fat rolling because I had the shield equipped. And I've just lost those souls, about 2k. Oh, the shrine will claim a lot. I have reclaimed nothing. I don't have enough health to justify constant use of full moon grass. Let's head off and go grind up some more. Howdy ho. Every so often I remember another thing I gave a shout out to. There's a Frasier comic. Someone did a crossover between Frasier and Columbo, where the Frasier boys, the Crane boys, end up accidentally killing Maris. And Columbo comes in to solve the case, and honestly, it felt in character. I wanted to, like, I wish I had the power to grab Kelsey Grammer and the rest of the cast from, you know, like, the heyday of Frasier, and the guy who played Columbo from the heyday of Columbo, and have them act it out. Even if it was only ended up being a 5-minute sketch. Them acting that out would be incredible, because honestly I could hear the characters saying the lines. Now I don't know Columbo, but I could hear them saying the lines from the comic. It was very well done. It was very well done. I couldn't sing its praises any higher. So yeah, I don't remember who did it, I'm afraid. You'll have to check my Elden Ring run. I was in the lakes up by the you know, the area with like 5 different mausoleums. I think I was riding towards the Rune Bear near there. I don't know if I've even edited that yet. I'm not sure if that's pre or post Radon. I say the person's name in a video in that area. While I can remember where I said it, I don't remember the person's name in the slightest. An alternative way you could find it is Frasier Columbo crossover comic. That would probably point you in the right direction. I think I found it at some later point under those specs. Huh, there's a crystal lizard under the bridge. Oh, howdy you. Now what I could do is just simply kill those guys at the start and leave it at that. But I don't know, I feel like I should okay, I do love that. I know, I feel like you should kind of like run the bridge backwards, then restart, and then run the bridge again. Fire together, die together. Is this what they mean by coming together? They came and went. But, I don't know, I just feel like this may be somewhat fun. But my god, synchronized dying. But I have a feeling I won't do the whole gauntlet too much, you know? It's just the extra kills gives me more chances at getting what I want. What I really, really want. Something I could do is go back to farming the red-eyed knight. But I don't fight too many soldiers there. I don't fight too many soldiers there. I fight mostly the wretched. And the soldiers are what I need. I really wish you could just bonfire and reset. That is one improvement Dark Souls brought over the original. Yeah, it'd probably be best just to work with the guys at the Tower Knight place. Can't backstab it. Not exactly surprising. The area's a bit too stretched out. You need a farm to be compact and cohesive. But honestly, there are enemies in Dark Souls 1 that are much like the phalanxes here. They look a lot more fucked up, but they are very much like the phalanxes. My head is deciding to canonize them as survivors of the phalanx demon that retreated to the painting. Half moon grass and 415 souls. Yeah, it's definitely just better to farm here. Huh. I think you actually need to turn the game on and off again to actually get the crystal lizards to respawn. Yeah, if you swing... Ooh, nice. If you swing after doing a roll, it's a light swing, then they do like a leg sweep. Sweep the leg! Mr. Miyagi went, and the kid broke out his greatsword. I think I'm preferring my version of the movie. With, of, you know, the greatsword kid. Those saying Mr. Miyagi just makes me sad. We had a cat named after SSOH PKC's cat, Mr. Miyagi. Sadly, he got, had to be put down. My Mr. Miyagi had to be put down years ago. We had a little cat run outside, and he was out in it, and he jumped off the windowsill, we're guessing, or he fell off it, and he landed on the crate poorly. Poor bastard ended up paralyzed from the like waist down. He couldn't use his back legs. He also couldn't go to the bathroom unassisted. He had to be manually stimulated to coax the bladder to work. Poor guy was pulling himself around the place. We didn't realize what was wrong with him initially. It was only like when we caught him, we thought he was just in a sour mood that day. He was staying in the crate, in a little kennel we had outside. We had kennels in a shed, but then we had a kennel in the run, and he was staying in the kennel in the run, and we just thought he was in a sour mood. But I caught him in the act of trying to go, and he was just pulling himself around. Like initially, I hadn't thought much of it, because, you know, cats, they can be weird. But yeah, he was such a sweet boy. He was a black and white kitty, and he had like a. It looked like he had a black mask on his face, and he just had a white chin, so he looked like Batman. We joked. Now I'm just depressing myself. I'm gonna stop here talking about him. If I don't, I'm gonna have to go to the, you know, whiskey on the window. We've come to call it his paint stripper. It's very strong whiskey. It's after. Very much. No, I did not get paid back there. Whoops. Yeah, it's come to be known as paint stripper. It's exceedingly strong. Yeah, that kind of killed my buzz there. He was a sweet cat. Ooh, Soldier's Lotus. 2 more Half Moon Grass. Doing a grind isn't so bad. I do just hate having to go through the load screen. The improvements they brought in Dark Souls 1 even, of just being able to go to a bonfire and rest, and res enemies was an important improvement. It was important, but this is the granddaddy of the whole thing. They have a solid basis to work with here. They weren't going to have everything there, you know? I think the enemies do have issues hearing me because I am in Souls form. Because I crept up before with the Thieves Ring on, and they didn't hear me. No, they heard me then, but they aren't hearing me now, though. Because I'm not making any sound here. Probably feeling those 2 guys aren't worth the run time. But it is 2 extra soldiers to fight, you know? Fucker. Ooh, Knight Shield. A shield of the Boltarian Knights, proof of the commission from the king. Using Stonefang's hardened iron, it is heavier and stronger than a regular metal shield. It fits perfectly instead of using the purple flame shield. 100 damage reduction. So it completely negates physical damage as far as I can gather. So it's just a smaller shield. Still may be a better choice for me to go with the purple flame shield though. Though actually that's insane for me to have gone over my equip load. Oh, I didn't go over my equip load. I just, fat rolls 50%. So yeah, no, that makes sense. I thought I had to go the fat roll line is a lot meaner here than in the other games. It's a lot meaner here than in the other games, so I'm too used to the other games' way of doing things. Because again, I've only spent like 10 hours on this. I think I checked last night, I think it was like 12-ish. Sup? Didn't notice the ominous light approaching from behind you? Wonder if I kept killing here, would I get the full night set? Also, I discovered discovered something disturbing there earlier. Someone made a remark that, you know, they occasionally see people mourning the removal of armor upgrading in the the Soul series. It was only 1 and 2, but they see people mourning it not being in Tree and, you know, Elden Ring or whatever. But they went on to say they feel most people never used it. And I was like, I use it, you know, extensively. If I got a set of armor, I upgraded it to the max. If I continue, if I was still, as long as I used it, I kept upgrading it as I could. It was bizarre to me not to do so. I could eke a bit more power out of it, you know. One guy commented on it saying that they played 200 hours of Dark Souls 2, never upgraded their gear. I don't get it. I just don't get it. It's madness. I'm a big proponent of upgrading my gear every chance I get. Like, you play the game however you want to play the game. I'm not judging you. I'm just like, my God. It's because it's such a foreign way of playing the game to me. I just mentally can't, you know, comprehend it. I'm gonna pop all these and put everything into luck. And luck and strength. It will help me grind. Ooh, 4,000. Come to Papa. Only 1,000 apiece? Jesus. There's a difference between storied and renowned. And they just huff some grass instead there.
Thou seek then soul of the mind, key to life's ether.
Okay, I can't.
Soul of the lost,
The 2 levels in
soul of the mind,
the 2 levels I put into luck there are oh, I can't.
Soul of the Lord. Art thou done? Main.
It's getting expensive to try and level. My item burden's gotten better, but
hello again. I'm keeping.
Need to go deposit more. But yeah, it's just insane to me the idea that you just like you can upgrade your gear, but just choosing not to. Ooh, which katana weighs a bit. Oh, actually, I should hold on to the Adjudicator's shield because it's well, I do like all these little icons. It's actually giving me a flashback to
You have a heart of gold. Don't let them take it.
Don't you dare go hollow. The Adjudicator's shield lets you heal slightly, passively. And if I'm ever in a bad situation, hold up in like a, you know, catacomb somewhere, just like sitting terrified in the corner, like, hey. Having the Adjudicator's shield could see me through. Let me heal passively from out of grass. But yeah, the idea of I'm sorry, I'm just making sure, yeah, everything's fine. The idea of not having... No, like not upgrading your gear as you can... It's insanity to me. Like I said, I always upgrade my gear as I can, as long as I'm using it. So, the idea of doing countless runs of a game and never upgrading it. It's insane to me. Because I know I'd have had a hell of a longer time, a hell of a harder time getting through the game, the 1 and 2, if I hadn't upgraded my gear. Eke every little bit of strength out of it that I could. I suppose what it does mean is like the gear you start off, when you get a bit of gear, it's inherently, max strength, you know? It's the strongest it'll ever be. But so like not needing to upgrade your gear. I'm sorry, let me start again. It's weird, the idea of never upgrading your gear is really weird to me, and the idea of losing a progression mechanic of like okay, this gear has this much strength, but you can make it stronger if you upgrade it. The idea of losing a progression mechanic is weird to me, but at the same time, in the loss of it, whatever gear you get, that is as strong as it's ever going to get. I'm choosing to view it as the gear is pre-maxed out for you. I'm choosing to view it in the optimistic light. So you're not really losing much, but it just feels weird since we had to upgrade it. Like, say if you're playing FF7, you don't upgrade your gear at all there. So it's the same thing happening there, but since the game previously had in 1 and 2 of Dark Souls, you could upgrade your gear, it feels weird not to be doing that now. You feel me? I don't know if I'm making sense. So yeah, basically, I just chose this as something to say while I'm grinding here because it's going to take for fucking ever. Basically, like, however you want to play the game, play it your way, you know? You don't have to play it, whatever way I'm playing it. So, like, I may find it strange, but, if that's how you play the game, that's how you play the game. But, yeah, it is strange to me. The idea of, not upgrading your gear, not, improving it when you can is just strange to me. The other side of it is that you aren't, if that's indeed what they did with it, it's just like the gear is inherent, instead of having you level it from 1 to 10, they just put it at 10 and left it at that. Yeah, you're not really missing out on that, The game, you don't have to worry about upgrading your gear now. It's almost a benefit to you, but it just feels weird not to have to put that work in, I had to do that work in 1 and 2, so it just feels weird to not have to do it in 3 and like Elden Ring, Just it feels weird to lose that progression mechanic. So, yeah. Shank. So, when I was here last, killing the 2 guys up here got me an item apiece. Now it got me now. Of course, I was hoping my luck had got to the point where they were, I was guaranteed to get at least 1 drop, or, guaranteed for the vote. That'd be nice. Sadly, as far as I know, there's no loot gain ring in this. They added one in the remake, which is nice, but other than that one act of mercy, I'm not a fan of them adding stuff. Because that act of mercy was pretty, I can accept it. It was tasteful to me. But, the rest, I'm not so sure.